Okay, so today's training is going to be all about how to squeeze 200% to 500% more profits from your current business with zero additional effort and zero additional resources. And this is the fastest way that I know how to do, because the number one problem that I see in most businesses trying to make a profit in challenging times is that they don't charge enough. They don't know how to justify the heightened prices that they actually want to ask, but they are too shy to ask for. Okay, so again, here's the fastest way to squeeze 2 to 5 times more profits from your business with zero additional effort or resources. And I'm going to give you some examples. So one of the examples that I want to be giving you is this thing called soap making. So when you Google for soap making workshop in Singapore, you will see that there's a lot of people who are running soap making workshops. Sugar and Spice, Lessons Go Where, Polytechnic, and so on. And if you were to look at images under Google, you were to Google for soap making workshops and click on the images section, you will see a collection of soaps, right, that were handmade. The amazing thing about this is that there's a huge potential in the soap industry. There's a lot of people who wants to learn on how to make soaps for different reasons. And as you can see over here, we have beautiful looking, done, do-it-yourself soaps. So coming back here, there's a few ways that you could sell, for example, a soap making class. And I'm going to be giving you a couple of examples. But the first example that I want to share with you today is called a soap making class. I wanted to understand that learning on how to make soap is not a benefit. It's actually a feature. Write this down. Learning to make soap is a feature, not a benefit. So feature versus benefit is very important. So the first way that you can position this is that to understand that different positioning can cause a huge difference in the pricing that you will be able to ask for and command. The first way is to say, hey, we are conducting a soap making workshop. It looks great. It looks beautiful. It smells amazing. And these are all features, right? Because you learning how to make soap that looks good and smells good is a feature. It's not really a benefit that will change someone's life. And as a result of that, you are only able to command a price point of $90 per person per class. Now, if you were to position it another way and say that it's hypoallergenic, right? It's hypoallergenic, it's all natural, it doesn't cause allergic breakouts and so on. Now you are selling a little bit of a benefit, because most of the soaps are being sold in the supermarkets and in pharmacies. They contain methyl parabens, they contain a lot of preservatives and so on. So now that you're selling a soap making workshop that is all natural, you are now able to increase the price point from $90 per class to $130 per class. It is exactly the same class positioned differently for a different market niche. And just like that, voila, you're able to ask for much more. And that is a third way of positioning this, by saying that it treats ailments, by saying that it can help with skin conditions and so on. For example, eczema. We are holding a soap making workshop that teaches you how to create soap using essential oils that are all natural, that not only treats, but also can reverse certain skin conditions like dry skin, eczema, allergic skin, and so on. And because you mentioned that it has a lot more benefits, you can now command up to $200 per person per class. Why? Because you're not solving someone else's problem. You're solving someone else's skin condition. And we all know that people want to have good skin. So again, if you said it looks great and it smells great, you're only able to charge $90 per class. If you say that it's hypoallergenic and all natural, you're able to charge $130 per class. And if you say that it can cure certain skin conditions or even treats and reverses the skin conditions like eczema, you are now able to charge $200 per class. Because why? Remember, right? The bigger the problem you solve, the higher you can charge for it. Write this down. The bigger the problem you solve, the higher that you can charge for it. And that's an example for the soap making class. I'm going to be giving you another example in the facial massage industry. And the reason why I always tell my students about facial massage is that when you take a look at let's say facial massage, and you click on images, okay, as well as I do, that facial massage can be incredibly soothing, incredibly relaxing. It is a blissful type of massage, and it helps you to relax thoroughly, right? Now, the issue though is that when you type or look for on Google the terms facial massage, you will see that there is actually no one out there offering facial massage. It's facial. Facial. Again, this is about a facial. This advertisement is about a facial. And so I cannot find anyone on the first page of Google that actually sells facial massage. But guess what? Every single masseuse and masseur that I have actually met, all of them can do facial massage. It's just that they don't position it that way specifically. And I know what you might be thinking. If they want facial massage, isn't that included in facials already? No. Some people don't want facials. Some people only want the massage. So you can't expect people to pay like $200 for a facial that comes with a 10-minute massage. It doesn't work that way. So now that we have established there is a huge demand for, say, facial massage, even facial massage can be positioned 4 ways. Because remember what I told you, different positioning can cause a huge difference in the pricing that you will be able to command. So the first way is to say, hey, come for my facial massage is very relaxing. If you were to sell just relaxation, I'm not really sure whether it's a feature or a benefit. So because the benefit seems a little bit shallow, you're only able to charge $60 per hour. Now, if you were to position it as an uplifting massage, youth regenerating, collagen renewal, muscle elasticity, hey, if I were to massage your face, I will help you to renew your collagen. I will help you to help your muscles of your face work against gravity, give it that toning effect, blah, blah, blah. Now, you can go from charging $60 per hour for just relaxation. Now you can charge $150 per hour because it purports to even help you to look younger. So the bigger the problems that you solve, the more the money you make. And in the third example is how to start your own facial business. Why? Because it's all about making money. It is the same thing that you know how to do. For example, you know how to do facial massage, or someone who knows how to do facial massage. If you were to offer them just relaxation, that's $60 per hour. Youth regeneration, that's $150 per hour. But if you were to come up with another workshop that says how to start your own facial massage business from home, now you can charge $500 or more per class. Why? Because now you're telling that if you learn this from me, you'll be able to make money from it. And money is always a big problem that a lot of people have and are looking to solve in their life. And remember what I said, the bigger the problem is solved, the higher you can charge for it. And then the last part is you can also position it another way. How to launch your own facial training license. So you become a training school and you sell licenses to facial massage. And now you can charge $15,000 per licensee. Okay, so it is the same thing in the same industry, done by the same people, but positioned differently. You can go from 60 to 150 to 500 to $15,000. I hope this is making sense so far. Now, the third example that I want to share with you is in the baking classes industry. Baking classes has always been a mainstay for my students in Singapore. So if you were to take a look at the case studies, the success case studies of my students who have been able to turn their lives around, many of them are actually in the baking, cooking, F&B classes kind of industry. For example, this person here, he was in the F&B class industry. Then also, which one else? Blah, 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 blah. This person was also from a cooking academy. And then this person was from biryani, how to cook biryani class. And then let me just take a look at some of the other things over here. But my point is very simple, right? I have so many case studies of people succeeding in baking. And so baking classes can actually make a lot of money because you can position it in a couple of ways. Of course, the first way to position it, which is, in my opinion, the lousiest way. Oh, sorry. Let me just picture. So number one, it would actually be sell cupcakes. Okay. Sell cupcakes is $5 per class. The second way is you don't sell the cupcakes. You actually sell the cake making class. And now it becomes $120 per class. So don't sell only the cupcakes. also sell them how to bake the cupcakes. You will go from $5 per cup to $120 per pax per class. Do you see the massive difference in the monetization model? And of course, the third way is you can position it how to bake and start making an income from home for $997 per coaching session. And you will teach them how to bake, but you also throw in a Facebook page tutorial, how to run Facebook ads, how to close sales, yada, Instagram. And now you go from $5 to $120 to $997 per session. That's how you make more money from the same thing. And then, last but not least, this is the most lucrative. Let's say you are doing what we call cupcake baking or wedding cake baking classes. And people will soon do their calculations. Oh my God, this guy charges $120 per pax per class. There are about 20 people in each class each time. That means he or she makes about 2,400 Singapore dollars every single class. And so they have done their math. And so now you can tell them, how would you like to also make money by conducting lucrative, profitable baking workshops, just like me, for example? So it becomes a licensing deal. So you tell them $15,000, I will give you an exclusive license, one in Tuapa, one in Ghim Moh, one in Clementi, or whatever. Okay. The most important thing is that you are now able to charge per license, helping people to start up their own baking workshops just like you did. So as you can see, it is actually a timeline. The whole thing is just a progression. You started out selling cupcakes, you made fun of, you became a little bit wiser. Maybe you came to my class and you're like, hey, I'm also going to sell the baking classes for $120 per pax. And then you got even smarter. You're like, hey, why don't I turn it into a business opportunity? And I sell it to other people who want to be able to make money selling their bakes from home. And then, hey, now they get even wiser. And you're like, why not I sell them the opportunity and a license of helping them to set up and find their own students for their own baking workshops, which makes a lot of money. So that, ladies and gentlemen, are some examples of how you actually position the same business with the same people, with the same resources, a couple of different ways. And if you were to take a summary of what I just said, always sell the benefit, not the feature. And you must also remember, the bigger the problem that you solve, the more the money you can ask for it. I hope you enjoyed this video or this PDF, depending on whether you chose to consume this on a video or whether you chose to read it in an ebook format. And I look forward to creating another video for you very soon.